Morning, guys. I'm busy this morning cooking. So I just made Allie some breakfast. Well, she kind of made herself breakfast, but I made this smoothie for her. It's an apple pie smoothie, and I'll show you guys how to make it because I'm making myself one too, but hers has pecans and mine does not. And Allie's eating lots and lots of pecans, and she's got yogurt and pecan, and that is bee-free honey because we love bees, don't we, babe?
Mm-hmm. We love them.
And she is too. That is unsweetened yogurt, so we got it on sale.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of bee-free honey, and she's got dates here. These are to help her cervix, you guys. Nothing more. I'm just joking.
They're here for emotional support.
Yeah. So that bite didn't have a date, but she will be eating dates.
Look, I have look, all the seed is gone. Oh,
right here.
No, I ate one.
Ooh, one.
Which is carcass.
Such soft cervix now.
So soft. So much cervix.
Alright, guys, so I have quartered 2 small apples, like medium. They were like small medium. So these are going straight in. Quarter them. Ah!
Don't want to fall?
Yeah. I put them in skins and all. But I guess you don't have to do it that way. You could skin them if you want. I like the skin. I'm sick. I also have this apple pie spice. Nice to sprinkle on top. And I'm gonna say I'll put about 8 dates. 8 dates. Make it nice and sweet. Alright, apples, dates, water. I only put like a cup of water, and then there's ice. Let's blend it. Blend it, blend it. Delicious and blended. And that finished blending. And my potatoes are done cooking. Ooh. These are my lunch. 4 peeled potatoes. I steamed them for 20 minutes. So they should be super, super soft. Oh, back on that healthy life. Hopefully forever. Alright, so these are the 4 potatoes I steamed. And I'm going to eat them later today with this roasted pineapple habanero gourmet sauce. I just filled it halfway, so hopefully that'll be enough to coat them. Make them delicious. I mean, I used to be able to eat potatoes by themselves, but that was back when I wasn't 50 pounds heavier, so habanero sauce it is. Guys, I'm heading out, so I hope you guys have fun with Allie today. And I'll see you tonight. Allie and I are going to go on a nice long walk when I get home. So, fun stuff.
Good morning, everybody. Raymond left for work a little while ago, and I just want to, I guess, apologize and explain to you guys what happened yesterday without crying. So I had gone to go get my monitoring done, and everything looks good. It's a 20-minute non-stress monitoring test, and pretty much, Quincy, stop. God, he's like standing on my ball. Like, anyways, now he's mad. But what was I saying? Yes, so it's a 20-minute non-stress test. So what they do is basically hook up baby to a heart rate monitor, and they also hook my actual stomach up to another type of monitor that monitors contractions. And you're supposed to be on there for 20 minutes, and they get a general baseline of what baby's heartbeat looks like. And within those 20 minutes, they like to see baby make 2 movements strong enough to make his heart rate go up, like maybe 5 little thingies, or I don't know. So whatever. What? Prissy. Apparently my breakfast smells amazing. Stop, 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 stop. The cats have been very, like, I don't know, like, very, I can't think of the word, but I've just been very ballsy when it comes to food. Like Chibi was always jumping on top of the counter trying to eat like things out of the off the stove. I'm like, that's how you're gonna get burned. That's how you're gonna die. Same with Prissy and Vincent. Like the other day we were eating some I think we made hot dogs or something a while ago, and we had the mayonnaise out here so we could fix up our hot dogs like we wanted them to be fixed, and she was over here trying to lick the mayonnaise out of the jar. I'm like, my dude, what? Like, no, like when have you ever just been able to been like, here's a jar of mayonnaise and lick it out? So I don't know, but so back onto the story. So but within those 20 minutes, they like to see him move strong enough to make his heart rate go up. And they, you know, whatever. So she puts me on there. Oh no, first she measures his amniotic fluid just to make sure that everything is still working, and you know, this and the other, what his levels look like. And she looks and she checks and everything is perfect. And it's funny because she tells me that, you know, this isn't to check his weight, or, you know, she's not going to check his weight or anything like that. So pretty much don't ask, because she's, I don't know if she's not allowed or if she just can't do it, but whatever. So, you know, we also found out that his face is facing my right side. So he's like, you know, like this. And we also got to watch him suck on his fingers, and he was practicing like swallowing, and it was cute. And he was also practicing breathing. So within 5 minutes of being hooked up onto the thing while she's still explaining everything to me, so I'm not just sitting there with this beeping machine on me, his heart rate spikes up twice like she wanted it to. And she's like, oh, that's great, he's already done it like several times, but sadly, you know, you have to stay on here for at least 20 minutes. So I'm like, okay, whatever, great. So he passed that with flying colors, and I was super excited and super happy because I was like, yay, you know, he's got enough amniotic fluid in there, so I'm not in danger, at least at this week or at this point in time, of being forced to like have a C-section because his levels are low or something like that, you know. So everything's looking great, everything's looking good. He's head down, his head's right up against my cervix, everything's amazing. So then I went to lunch with grandparents, and then we had Chipotle, and then we went to the doctor's, and there was a 45-minute delay because God only knows why. So I get in there, and the first thing he asks me is if we had talked about induction last time. And I'm like, no. And he's like, okay, well, we'll talk about that today. And it kind of caught me off guard because, as you guys know, I still have like 12 days until my due date. I'm like, okay. So he's like, yeah, so he pretty much tells me, he's like, some moms like to be induced either on or around the time of their due date. Others prefer later, but we don't like seeing moms go over, I think he said 2 weeks at post past their due date. Like, that is the most that he will let anybody go over. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, that's great. That's wonderful. So he's like, so what are you leaning towards more? He's like, do you want to be induced closer to the 26th? Or we can do it afterwards. I'm like, wait. I'm like, and then it was really disheartening and caught me very off guard, because I literally, you guys know how excited I was. I literally thought that we were just going to have my, you know, just have the pelvic exam and be like, oh, well, you know, there's a little bit of progression, but within the next few weeks, things should start moving along, you know. I don't know, but it was crazy. So to be expecting to hear, you know, oh, things are moving along, things are great, you're gonna have this baby naturally, I instead heard, you know, oh, when do you want to be induced? So it, like I said, very disheartening. And I'm like, I haven't even tried yet, and we're already, and I know, and I guess in the scheme of things, I can understand from a scheduling point of view on why it's done like that. If there's lots of women due around the same time, it's better to schedule them in weeks before instead of like day of, because then you might not be scheduled in until later, and blah 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 blah, this and the other. But still, it was just like I said, it was just very disheartening. And then he checked me, and I didn't even get a real actual measurement of how far along I was, but he said that he was able to get one finger into my cervix, which roughly translates to 1 centimeter, but the tip of it is soft, but the inside of it is still kind of hard. So, you know, it's kind of getting there, and it's kind of still far back, so it hasn't started moving up front yet. And I don't know, like I said, I was just very upset. I've just been very tired these past few days, and been running on very little sleep because it's just very hard for me to go to sleep. And then aside from that, aside from the very little lack of sleep I have been getting, I've just been, you know, it's just been like, I've just been in like pain, just not even pain, just discomfort. And I thought that, you know, this discomfort was a good thing because it was going to get things moving along and blah, 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 blah. But like I said yesterday, he just threw me in for a doozy because I'm like, wow, I'm like, so all of this discomfort and everything I'm trying to do to have this baby naturally is just going to be thrown out the window. And, you know, I mean, I have faith in myself, though it might not have seemed like it yesterday, but now that I've had enough time to calm down and kind of get a good night's sleep yesterday, I have faith in my body that I can do it. I know both me and Vladdy can do it. And at the end of the day, even if for whatever reason I do have to be induced, and you know, if that happens, it's okay. As long as, I mean, like, as long as he's healthy and safe and sound. But I really wanted to go into this naturally. And, you know, it'll happen. I know it will. He still has, like I said, 12 days. You know, and I'm going to be, I have to call, but he was going to schedule me either on the 1st or 2nd of November to be induced, depending on what the hospital had available that day. But, you know, so I have faith in my son and my body to do this, and I know he'll be out, and I just can't stress about it no matter how badly I want to. So yeah, but that's what happened yesterday, and I'm gonna finish my smoothie and upload today's vlog, and we'll get on with our day. So my house looks in shambles, but the floor is vacuumed, and right now I'm rinsing off some potatoes so I can put them to cook. I washed dishes so I can put them to cook. For dinner tonight, we're having tofu steak with potatoes, so I'm super stoked. You guys are probably going to think I'm the world's worst anything ever, but I haven't even finished my thank you cards yet. So I'm working on thank you cards and watching Mulan because, you know, I've never seen this movie. I've seen it millions of times. I saw it in theaters, actually. But, I don't want to say anything to, like, jinx myself, but I think I told you guys this. I've been having contractions, like, pretty much on and off since, like, 3 weeks now. Or more. I guess I can say constantly. And yesterday, when I was being monitored, I guess I had 2 pretty strong ones in comparisons to the ones I was normally having the entire day, or the entire 20 minutes I was there. And then nurse had come in and asked me if I could feel them, and I told her I couldn't, that I didn't, I mean, not that I couldn't feel them, it's just that they didn't feel like what I thought contractions would feel like. I think you guys remember, like 2 weeks ago, I was having like really nasty back pain, and I felt really crampy, like my period was going to start. I was under the impression that those were contractions. And I guess they are, but there's another type of contraction that I've been having. And the only way I can describe it is that it feels like he tenses up, like he balls up, and it just makes my stomach kind of shift a little, and then that's it. And it's not painful, like, at all. But it was funny because she had come in right after I had one, and she had asked me if I could feel it. But the only thing I felt was that. And for the past maybe, I don't even know, I think I want to say like half hour, I've been having that exact same feeling, and I'm just, this cat's trying to make out with me, and I'm just hoping that maybe this is the beginning of something, I hope. So I should really be timing them, but the only issue is that I don't know, I can feel when they start, like right now I'm having one, like I can feel when it starts, but I don't know necessarily when it ends. So I don't know if, I mean, who knows? Obviously it's way too early. I don't know if I'm like, I don't know. So I just want to let you guys know what was going on. I am going to kill this cat for starters, and then second, don't sniff my eye, weirdo. So I'm gonna kill my cat, and then after that, I'm going to go take a bath and just relax and try to just focus, because this entire time I've been watching Curse of Chucky and working on invitations, and it's only kind of been like a thought in the back of my mind that I keep on having these like just these feelings in my tummy, and he's been moving like really crazily through them. So I don't know, I'm gonna try to, like I said, take a bath and just time them to the best of my ability and see what happens there. I don't know. So I don't know if I'm gonna tell Ray or not, because I don't want this to be nothing. So whatever, but he'll be home. He'll be home soon, so I'm gonna let you go so I can strangle her. So guess who's home, ladies and gentlemen? And what did Ray do?
Started your contractions.
How did you do that?
Because of being annoying. Whining. Making her do her nipple things. Made her do her nipple thingy.
Her
Pumping. Yes.
Nasty little contraction. And he's like moving around. I told Raymond that I have this that I have this hypothesis that he doesn't like it when my stomach contracts, because he tends to get very upset and well, not angry, but he gets very he moves a lot when I'm laying on him. Like if the bed is pressed up against him or Raymond's up against him, he gets angry and he'll kick and punch it a lot. And he's he gets very mobile because he doesn't like being constricted. I don't like you. I can't breathe. It is so hot in here.
I'm hoping I'll irritate Allie into labor.
Yeah, that's what, and I think he might. Either that or into divorce. I'm not sure. I wouldn't divorce him. I think I'd just kill him. Here's my tofu, and we got some potatoes and carrots that were cooking earlier. I'm so stoked, you guys. I'm gonna put you down. I want to eat in case this ends up being the real thing. Prissy is just so happy to be alive. Look at her. She's like, I love my house. I love my life. Look at my belly. It's fresh and flex. And I have fleas.
Fleas are the most important part.
Yes. The most important part of a balanced everyday breakfast is right there. My poor prince. We're ready to go to bed, huh?
Yeah.
You tired?
Yeah.
Me too.
Just over what tomorrow's gonna bring.
As in?
My life.
Oh, my prince. I'm sorry.
I just want this baby to come. It's stressing me out.
Stressing you out? Oh, the sweetness that you couldn't eat it with?
Yeah.
Raymond ate boiled potatoes with ketchup today, and he said it did not go well.
No, leave it with fries.
Leave the ketchup to the fries.
Yeah, leave the ketchup to the fries. Alright guys, if you like today's vlog, you should comment down below, like this video, and subscribe to Reality, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.